because Israel has a campaign to murder all the journalists in Gaza.
The UK's Foreign Secretary David Lammy said yesterday that there are no journalists in Gaza.
There are no journalists in Gaza.
Not sure where he got that claim from, but there are journalists in Gaza. So let's ask people at the UK's National March for Palestine who their favourite journalist in Gaza is right now. Who's your favourite journalist in Gaza?
Hind Khouri.
It's got to be Fadi Wahidi. He was directly targeted and we just pray for his recovery.
I have to give a special shout out to Anas Sharif.
It's probably the 9-year-old Lama.
I would say it's so hard to choose one because they're all so special in their own way. Bisan for her sense of humour that she brings.
If I had to say my favourite journalist, it had to be Wissam. The fact that she's still on the ground, the fact that she's been recording and capturing all the miscarriages of justice against the Palestinian people from day one, and the fact that she's still going on over 400 days later is hard to imagine.
My favourite journalist in Gaza is Hossam Shabat. He's constantly putting out the truth from what's happening on the ground.
I mean, there's so many to choose from. They all have done so much, risked so much in order to convey what's going on. But I'd have to say one of the ones that has really stuck out to me is Anas Sharif.
I really admire all the journalists in Gaza, and especially I admire the children journalists, because Israel has a campaign to murder all the journalists in Gaza, and children are having to step up to show us the reality of life in Gaza.
I think when you see children basically holding governments to account more than journalists in the UK, more than journalists in the US, then you have a very strange imbalance of situations. What Mr. Lammy said, that there are no journalists in Gaza, perhaps he forgets that it's his government who's also supplying, the weapons that have been used to kill over 170 of them. We're talking more journalists killed in the Rasa than in the entirety of World War II, than in the Vietnam War.
And I have to also mention Abu Bakr Abid, who is not even meant to be a journalist. He's supposed to be a sports journalist. He's got a fantastic obsession with football.